All right, let's go ahead and get started here. So this is the December 10th, 2024 Rook community meeting. Got the agenda doc up here, and I think everyone's present here has a link to it. So we got a little bit of agenda here to talk through, and but definitely have more time for any other topics that have not already been added. So feel free to continue adding stuff to the agenda doc, everybody. All right, so let's jump into our milestone checkup here. We were just talking a bit before the recording started about our experiences in Salt Lake City at KubeCon, but we'll have a specific agenda item on that later. So let's talk about the upcoming releases and whatnot. I don't think there is anything planned for 1.14 patch releases, so probably nothing even to look at on the project board there, I imagine, right? Nothing in any of the columns
Yeah,
except
nothing.
done. So move on.
Nothing planned there. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Let's quickly review the last 1.15 patch release. See if there's anything major to mention on that one.
Just a standard patch release, I'd say. I don't know anything special to mention there. I
All
think that was just
right.
after KubeCon when we released that.
Oh yeah. Yep. Timing looks about like that. All right. And then about a week from now, then we're expecting to do the next patch release for 1.15. So let's look at the project board and see what's what might be coming up.
Yeah, it'll just be the kind of the end of the year last patch release planned before that, and we'll do the same day as 1.16. We'll talk about that in a minute. But I mean, that one that says it's in review, ARM64 OSD crashed. We're just waiting on Ceph to fix it. That's not really a thing we can fix. And other things, we probably need to review this board. I missed reviewing it before we joined here and see if there's anything we need to move out or basically move over to 1.16 since that quickly is becoming our default place to make changes. So
Yep. And then Travis, you mentioned though for 14.502, that was there a timeline for the fix and stuff on that one, or we don't have a clear known timeline for that?
So there's the Ceph tracker issue that was just commented on. I commented yesterday and somebody responded today, and supposedly there's a fix for it, a known fix, but the person who would make the fix, we need to find someone who actually would make the fix in the Ceph build. And then the timeline for the Ceph releases is kind of the big unknown still, because it'll be after the new year for sure. But yeah, Ceph, that was a topic at Cephalicon for sure too, is the Ceph release timeline is a problem and how can we get more resources to fix that and all that.
Okay.
Uh,
Got it.
Well, yeah, it's in progress. Hoping,
Yep.
I mean, it's already fixed in the next major release, Squid, which is out with the fix, but to fix it in Reef 18.2, yeah, that's just not in yet. So that's a concern.
And for 1.16 for us, are we targeting Squid for that?
So, well, we've already got Squid support in 1.15. So this is just
Oops.
to continue supporting Reef and Squid. Yep.
All right. Cool. So yeah, so let's talk about then the next major release here. Well, semantically, it's minor release, but it feels like majors. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So let's talk about next major release for us, 1.16. And let's click on this guy here. Do we have a project board for that one, Travis?
Oh, whoops, didn't link it. Yeah, it
Let's
should be.
I
If you
imagine
click
it's view 6,
1.15 and
right?
change, yep, 6 exactly.
This is what oh, nope, maybe
Uh,
not.
Maybe it's 7.
Without,
Maybe it's 7. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know. I have it open. I
I-
can get the link.
no, it's 6. It's number 6. Take out the
Huh.
views /1.
6.
Sure. Projects 6.
Maybe. Huh, no, not for someone who's not logged in. Is it a permissions thing then?
You
Is
have
it
to be
is
logged
it
in because
publicly visible?
I don't know. It's working for me.
Yeah, for anytime I share my screen on GitHub, I always leave myself logged out, for
Exactly.
private comments,
Yeah.
customer comments, stuff like that.
Oh, there's the link that's working for me. Oh, you
Yeah,
both
and the
pasted
one from me. I'll check to make sure this is set as public.
Yep, nope. Yeah, please do that, Blaine. That would be appreciated, my friend. Should be a quick setting change, I imagine.
Yeah, I just
Do you
have
want me to
to
share my
find it.
screen real quick?
Yeah, sure. That sounds reasonable. Boop, boop. Go for it.
Okay, share.
And just to confirm, Travis, your link works for me.
Yeah, and you're logged into GitHub, I'm sure. So something about
Yes.
not
Yeah,
being
and a,
logged
and
in.
a member
Always,
of the Oregon stuff too.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. But without any elevated privileges.
Yeah. Okay, well here's the project board. Yeah, thanks to Blaine for making sure everything was in place here last week while I was traveling. Let's see, we got the in progress blocking column here. So a few things. Let's see. So Artem has one. Parth. Oh, actually, I need to assign this to myself while Parth is he's traveling for KubeCon this week in India. And then applying config parameters. Oh, that's Blaine. And then blocking release. I think we've still needed to discuss who these are assigned to, a couple of them. The data pools should have the bulk flag set by default. Blaine, were you possibly trying to do that, or we need to find someone for this? I guess
That
you're working on the other feature.
yeah, I put that in the blocking release because it's such a like low lift item. I just kind of put it in there aspirationally. If we have to kick it out of blocking release, that's fine. It just seems like a really easy
Blaine,
thing
yeah.
to get done.
Yeah, sounds good. And then Michael, you're working on the Go mod dependencies so we can update to the latest. And then, oops, I didn't mean to do that. And then the nightly image repo tag for the CI. So Ceph stopped building their Ceph container repo. They basically deprecated the entire repo and replaced it with a single Docker file, which is kind of nice. Don't need a whole repo for a simple Docker file, basically. So, and the CI is publishing images to Quay instead of this Docker Hub daemon base repos. So we just need to update our CI to pick up the new Ceph images from the daily build there. That should be a small thing. I could probably try and get to that this week. I just really need to focus on the updating the base operator image to Squid, this 14.792.
Yeah, and Travis, maybe I misunderstood what you were saying earlier, but when I was asking, is the 1.16 going to be targeting Squid as as like the default? I thought you said that it was already done.
Oh, yeah.
Did I not interpret you correctly?
As the default, yes, we want to do that as a default as part of 1.16. And updating the base image to be based on Squid, because the base image is still on Reef and the default is still Reef
Okay.
in
I see.
1.15. But the CI does run against Squid in 1.15.
Right. That's an option that one can take, but it's not the default. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's
Exactly.
right. That's more what I meant is, what is 1.16 shipping by, if nobody by default, if nobody specifies what they want, what are they going to get?
And Travis, you mentioned
Mhm.
Ceph publishing to Quay.io. I was wondering if isn't already the case, shouldn't the Rook also publishing to Quay?
Well, there's a separate issue that we've opened that says, well, let's publish to multiple locations. Let's publish to Docker Hub and Quay and GHCR. Is that what it's called? The GitHub repo. But currently we only
Okay.
publish to Docker Hub. And as a side note, we are officially a Docker Hub community project that was approved a few weeks ago, which means that's the new way of getting the rate limits lifted and things. And we have to reapply for it
Okay.
every year.
I mean,
Yep.
but still, let's say more diversity in repositories used for container images is probably not a harmful thing for us.
Exactly. So that been an issue for that about a month ago.
Okay.
But no progress on it.
Right, Travis, you got
Yeah, go
notification
ahead.
that we were accepted to the Docker sponsored open source program?
Oh yeah, I should probably
What?
share that more broadly. But
That's weird because I filled out the application for it like a couple months ago and I didn't hear anything
oh, you
about
did
it.
too? Oh,
Yeah, I guess we didn't coordinate on that.
okay. I guess we both applied.
That's hilarious. Okay, so you got the acceptance. They took your submission, not mine, huh?
Right. I guess in the Rook maintainers Slack channel, I posted their response on November 13th. So maybe take a look at that, or I could forward the email if you want.
Yeah, no, that's yeah, I'll log in to make sure that I see that from my side as well, from like my account.
Yeah. So cool. Yeah, that should be taken care of. I'm still not clear from their email if there's some other action they're expecting from us, but I think it's just good to go. I still, with traveling, KubeCon, CelfCon, and then Thanksgiving, I'm still need to read through it in more detail. But any other comments on? Oh, so 1.16, we discussed yesterday in the Recado that there's too much to do for release this week as we had originally planned. So we said let's move it to next week. A few of us are at least online next week for the most part. So we'll keep pushing through all these blocking issues and target next week for the release to try and get that out before the holidays really kick in. And yep. Other comments, questions, complaints?
I updated the visibility settings on the project now here, so I can see it not logged in now. It's public again.
Oh, cool.
Oh. Thanks, Jared.
I'll
Yes,
stop
yes,
sharing and
yes.
we can go back to you.
Very productive meeting, I'd say. Very good.
Indeed, Michael, indeed.
Yeah. Hey, so Travis, by the way, for my availability, I'll be out part of next week, so I prefer to conclude any kind of work items that are
This
leave for the release preparation this week, ideally.
Yep.
Just saying.
Sounds good.
We can chat about this offline, about the details.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So that's everything for 1.16, then it sounds like.
Yeah, also if we need I need to create the blog. In the next couple of days I should create the draft of that and the blog image, hoping to get that, or maybe I'll try and throw something together if Matt's too busy. See how I keep saying I'm going to be ambitious with Photoshop, but anyway, it won't look near as pretty as if Matt can do it.
Yeah, Matt responded to me yesterday and said that he's been underwater and been busy. I hadn't got a chance to get back to you. Did he get back to you since then, or still no?
I've not seen a response yet, but yeah, thanks for pinging it.
Yeah, I'll do what I can. Cool. All right, so let's move into the community topics section here. So let's talk about contributions and reviewers, maintainers, etc. So we got a proposal on the table here that I don't think is going to be met with any resistance, but go ahead, Travis.
Yeah, so the last few months, I think close to 6 months, Artem from Clyso has been doing a great job contributing. Some big features with RGW and placements and all of that. Yeah, Blaine can attest to it as well. So I talked to him. I met him in person at CelfCon. By the way, he's pretty tall. It's just funny to see people in person for the first time, right? Like you don't know their physical stature.
That happens all the time.
Right. And so yeah, I had a great discussion with him. He's committed to the project for a long term and with him and his company. So definitely like to propose him for reviewer and on track to approver, which I would also call as maintaining. But yep, I'll tell him to open a PR then to propose that, and we'll go ahead with that.
Yep.
Any
As
other
predicted,
comments?
no, it would not be met with resistance.
Yep.
That sounds
Awesome.
like a great proposal to me. Anyway, very pleasant guy to deal with and capable as far as I can tell.
There we go. Glowing reviews
Definitely.
all around. All right. So let's take a quick look back then, just from a few weeks ago at the Salt Lake City KubeCon event, KubeCon North America 2024. Yeah, so we were already discussing before the recording there about the time slot that we continue to get on a more frequent than we expect basis for being like the last talk of the frickin' conference. But there was still, a good handful of folks turning out there and showing up and wanting to learn and participate in Rook despite the awful, awful time slot. So that's some feedback we could share with the conference organizers, the speaker help desk, etc., for something maybe we can improve in the future, especially as a graduated project.
All right. The room was plenty big. That was a huge room, but just very empty.
Yeah, I don't think I saw any rooms full. I think Annette said she went to one talk where the room was full.
That was a great
I think
venue.
the rooms
Lots of
were just,
big rooms.
yeah.
Yeah. And on that first bullet there, yeah, that's just my admission of being lazy to not create that project update video, but I'll get back on track for that for London. And if anybody else wants to participate in those too, we can get multiple people and collaborate. But
Yeah,
it's amazing how hard it is to create the videos too for 60 seconds.
yeah, I'll sign up for that. It's probably good to spread the load around.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, and it's definitely has a payoff too, right? Like you immediately get the project in front of, like, I don't know, a couple few thousand people, right? Like
people
the
sitting in the
keynotes always have
keynotes.
tons of people. That room is always going to have people. So yeah, it's got to pay off. It's
Yeah.
got to return on the investment for sure.
In Salt Lake, I was surprised they showed those the last day of the keynotes instead of earlier in the conference, which wasn't ideal from my opinion, but yeah, it's still good exposure.
All right, they got to make room for the sponsor messages first, though, Travis.
Right.
Come on. I particularly liked Tim Hawkins' like Family Feud style game show thing.
Right.
Keynote.
That was fun.
That was pretty cool. I like that one. That was fun.
Yeah.
All right, so more KubeCons, lots of KubeCon events, and there's also like community days as well, like KCDs as well. Somebody was just pinging me yesterday for like the one in Helsinki, Finland, that will be May of next year. So if people can travel to speak, there are tons of opportunities to do those sort of things. So India is happening right now this week, is it? So that's
Yep.
Oh man, it snuck up on me there. Sweet. And yeah, then the talk will be for Rook specifically. It will be on Thursday, so 2 days from now. That's awesome. That's exciting.
Yep. And then from London, yeah, for London, I'll plan on submitting the maintainer track proposal tomorrow. For potential speakers, currently the proposal is Madhu, Artem, Topeka, and Blaine.
Travis, do you expect to not be in London, to not travel there?
I'm thinking probably not. Yeah. So just I don't know. It's just having just returned from Cephalocon in Europe. I'm thinking, man, takes a lot out of me to travel
Yeah, no doubt.
that far.
Yep.
And just giving other people opportunities to.
Cool. So yeah, like already got 4 slots there for folks that are considering participating in the speaking for the maintainer track submission. Yeah, so that is tomorrow, right? Like that has to be they pushed the deadline back once, and then tomorrow is the final deadline.
Yeah. Yep. So I'll do that today.
Great. All right, and then we kind of talked a bit about some of the self release related stuff. We already talked about this one specifically.
No real other updates, just in progress. I saw that 19.2.1 is in progress. They're looking at CI issues as usual with self releases, but it's just frustrating how long all the patch releases take. So that is what it is, out of our control. But yeah, that's about all I got.
Yep, I think that if every project could get a Christmas gift, I bet a lot of them would ask for stable CI.
Right.
That would be so
right.
nice. it's a bane of many projects' quality processes. Yo.
Yeah, I love that we're able to just rely on GitHub Actions. It works well.
Yeah, we may need to
Yeah.
go to Microsoft for that, making them more stable. So GitHub is a Microsoft thing, right? Isn't it?
Yep.
Acquired it some years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
Yep. Often hard to see the link, though. It's not, particularly invasive.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Any other agenda items that did not get added to the doc? All right. Well, it was cool to get to catch up with the folks that we could in Salt Lake City. And Travis, I definitely was bummed that I missed you, but next time, hopefully.
Yep.
Yep. And then so we got a big release coming up, 1.16 before the holidays. So a lot of things to figure out there. Deadline tomorrow for the maintainer track for KubeCon London. So a lot of things going on, and then everyone will hopefully get to take a nice break over the holidays.
Yep.
All right.
Thanks,
Good to
Jared.
see
Good to chat.
everybody. Yeah.
See ya.
Later,
See you,
everybody.
folks. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.